To show my boss the moves.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest of honor, Mrs. Lim Hui Hua, Minister in the Prime Minister's Office and Second Minister for Finance and Transport. She is accompanied by our guest speaker, Captain Wei Jiafu, President and CEO of COSCO Group. Mrs. Lim Hui Hua, Minister in the Prime Minister's Office, Second Minister for Finance and Transport, Captain Wei Jiafu, President and CEO COSCO Group, Mr. Choi Shin Kwok, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transport, Mr. Lucien Wong, Chairman, Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore, Mr. Teo Siong Sing, Board Member, Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore, and President, Singapore Shipping Association, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the 4th Singapore Maritime Lecture. My name is Regina Lim and I will be your MC for this afternoon. As you may be aware, the Singapore Maritime Lecture is an anchor event of the Singapore Maritime Week, and this year sees the 4th installment of the series. Without further ado, I would now like to invite the lecture's moderator, Mr. S.S. Teo, MPA Board Member and President of SSA, to deliver his introductory remarks. Mr. Teo, please.
Minister Lim Hui Hua, Minister in the PM's Office and Second Minister for Finance and Transport, Mr. Lucien Wong, Chairman, Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore, Captain Wei Jiafu, President and CEO of China Ocean Shipping Group Company, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to be here today as the moderator of the 4th Singapore Maritime Lecture. The Singapore Maritime Lecture, or SML, is one of the key pillars of the Singapore Maritime Week. SML features prominent personalities sharing their thoughts and perspectives on issues of interest to the global maritime community. Launched in 2007, the inaugural Singapore Maritime Lecture was delivered by Singapore Minister Mentor, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. The second lecture was delivered by Secretary General of the IMO, Mr. Metropolis, and the third lecture was delivered by Dr. Helmut Solman, Chairman of BW Offshore. Today, he has come of age, a forum that attracts and engages through thought leaders on a wide range of important maritime issues. It is one of the reasons why the Singapore Maritime Week initiative has made good progress in developing Singapore as a maritime thought capital and center for major international maritime events. Today, we are very honored to have Captain Wei Jiafu, President and CEO of China Ocean Shipping Group, or COSCO Group, a prominent figure in the international maritime industry, delivering the fourth SML. The COSCO Group is China's largest and the world's leading conglomerate specializing in global shipping, intermodal logistics, shipbuilding, and repairing. Founded in 1961, COSCO Group owns and operates a fleet of more than 800 modern merchant vessels with a total capacity of over 50 million deadweight tons and an annual shipping volume of over 400 million tons, covering over 1,500 ports in 160 countries and territories across the globe. The group container and dry bulk fleet are among the largest and the newest in the world. Apart from ship owning and operating activities, the group is also involved in container manufacturing and leasing, logistics, shipbuilding and repair, terminal operation, finance, and real estate. Through its subsidiary in Singapore, COSCO's activities here include dry bulk shipping, ship agency, ship engineering, and ship repair. Singapore is also the regional headquarters for group's operation in South and Southeast Asia. 2009 was a very challenging year for the shipping industry, demonstrated in overcapacity, falling cargo volumes, depressed freight rates, and asset prices. Yet, moving on to 2010, the industry appeared to be showing signs of recovery. With the shipping confidence survey done by Moore Steven indicating that the industry is seeing its highest level of confidence in 15 months. Asia has been steadily taking hold of a larger proportions of the shipping industry pie over the years. With Asia owner currently controlling over 40% of the world fleet, it has been said that the recovery of global shipping market is highly reliant on Asia, with expectation that it will fill the new building finance vacuum. The IMF has projected a GDP growth of 5.75% for Asia in 2010, with emerging Asia projected at 7%. Clearly though, the home of quite a lot of activities in Asia is happening in China. An IMF report stated that a part of Asia export revival is due to the recovery of China's domestic demand, alluding to the indisputable influence China has on the world market. China is the third in the world ranking of maritime nations by UNCTAD. 6 of the top 10 container ports in the world are in China. And in the area of shipbuilding, China houses 45% of the world's shipyard. The maritime sector has noted the growing importance of the Chinese banks. Presently, the estimated size of the Chinese bank ship finance portfolio, including export credits, is placed at US $102 billion. On this note, it is timely and relevant to have the President and CEO of COSCO Group with us here to share with us China factor in relation to the shipping industry. Captain Wei Jiafu is no stranger to everybody here. He became President and CEO of the COSCO Group in November 1998. Prior to that, he was a Managing Director in many COSCO subsidiaries, both at home and abroad, and in charge of corporate assets operation and management as a key member in the top management. In 1993, as President of COSCO Singapore Limited, Captain Wei transformed his company into a public listed vehicle by acquisition, making COSCO first step into the international capital market. With nearly 20 years of sailing history and as a well-experienced shipmaster, Captain Wei has rich knowledge in international shipping management and operation. He's a senior engineer with a doctorate degree in naval architecture and a master's degree in shipping management. As President and CEO of COSCO, Captain Wei has been crowned with a number of distinguished awards over the years in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the international shipping industry. These include being listed as the 40 most influential people in China 2009 by the US Business Weekly and receiving the 3rd place in the top 500 Chinese business leaders rolled by China-Europe International Business School. In addition to his many duties and responsibility, Captain Wei is highly sought after as a speaker and has spoken at events such as Senior Maritime Forum of the China International Maritime Exhibition 2009 and the Sino-US Shipping Forum in 2009 and the World Shipping Summit in 2009, among others. So we're truly honored that Captain Wei has agreed to be our speaker today. In addition to his duties in COSCO Group, Captain Wei also sits on the host of board of companies and institutions both at home and abroad. On a more personal note, I have known Captain Wei for over 20 years. His boundless energy, drive, wisdom, dynamic leadership, sharp business sense, and, most important, ability to see beyond the horizon is much admired by myself. In fact, how he steered the COSCO Group through the economic storm last year, I think will go down as a case study in Harvard University. Some of you know that Captain Wei actually is a very good golfer. His handicap, I think, is below 11. And he's also a vice president of the China Golfers Association. So, those of you who want to play golf with Captain Wei, please be aware. And Captain Wei told me that for the last 10 years, he didn't lose a single ball. So, if I play Captain Wei, I can take his balls. Anyway, without further ado, I would like to hand over to our speakers of the day. Captain Wei Jiafu, please.
Thank you, Chairman SS2. Thank you for your excellent introduction to me. Respected Minister, Mr. Lin Wei-Wang, Chairman SS2, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my old friend and new friend here, because since 1993 and 1995, I will stay here, learn from Singapore. Why I can be the President CEO for 11 years for COSCO Group, I think I accept a lot of new concepts from Singapore. That's a market economy orientation. So I like Singapore. I have a very good impression in Singapore. I said Singapore is a good example for China to learn how to take an open up policy to running the market economy system. It is my privilege to be part of the Singapore Maritime Lecture and to share with you my views on the outlook for our industry. My speech today will comprise of 2 parts: outlook on world economy and global shipping industry, and China factors on the future of maritime trade. On the annual conference of the World Forum for Asia concluded 2 weeks ago, I have said that this financial crisis for us is both unfortunate and fortunate. On one hand, it teaches us many lessons. On the other hand, it provides us a unique opportunity to review and re-examine ourselves so that we can be well prepared for the recovered prosperity on global economy. I would like to share several perspectives to yours. First, the worst time has gone. The global economy is on track of a gradual recovery. Since the second quarter of the last year, many major economy indices have already started growing, triggered by the main country's economic stimulus plan. By the end of the last year, developed countries worked out of the gloomy picture one after another. Why developing economies was accelerated. Since the beginning of this year, many indices show that global economy is on the path of stable recovery. In financial markets,